What's up guys, welcome to Velocity Motion Athletic. I'm Coach Daniel and welcome to another episode of the IPS and Recovery series. So we're going to be talking about ankle injuries today, basically the causes, the type of injuries, and then 6 of my exercises and stretches that will help prehab, rehab, and strengthen your ankle joints. So now there are a lot of causes of ankle injuries. Some of the main ones is pronation, supination people. It's actually very common in a lot of people where the ankle and the feet actually tilt inwards and outwards in different styles. So you can imagine doing exercise and running where your feet are not in its natural position that can cause ankle injuries in the future. Other ones is sport where there's a lot of change in direction, such as soccer, rugby, tennis, hockey, all those sort of things, with that sudden rapid change of movement where you're going left and then right or stopping, moving backwards. That stuff can cause a lot of sort of strain in your joints and can actually lead to breakage if you're not too careful. And another thing is poor surface areas. If you are changing the surface areas that you're training on, so such as going from gravel to a soft surface back to a hard surface, that can cause a little bit of like micro tears in the muscles and the ligaments of your ankles. With that change of surface area, it can also lead to an unstable surface where you are stepping in a ditch or a little hole that can cause your ankle to shift in a position it's not supposed to be in. Another thing is the curvature of a road that not a lot of people are aware about. So some roads actually have a curve shape. So if you have the middle of the road, then they go down to one side. So generally you are running on the side of the road, because if you're running in the middle of the road, you're going to get hit by a car. So you are running at an uneven surface. So say you're on the left side of the road, your left leg is reaching out further than your top leg that has to run over here. So your left leg is down here and your right leg is up here. That can cause a lot of immobility in your ankles and actually lead to hip injuries as well. So let's talk some of the most common injuries in the ankles. So the first one is plantar fasciitis. So this is the damage and inflammation of the plantar fascia, which is the connective tissue on the sole of the feet. So without proper care, this can take 6 to 18 months to recover. The next one is Achilles tendinopathy. So this is not Achilles tendinitis. That has been taken away for quite some time now. So the better term to use is Achilles tendinopathy. So it is the initial phase of inflammation, which is 24 to 48 hours. And then it is a thickening and pain and weakness in the Achilles tendon. So this can generally take 6 to 8 weeks to recover. Now the next one is an ankle sprain, which is very common. This is normally caused by a rapid change of direction, which affects the lateral complex ligament of the ankle. This consists of the ATF, CF, and PTF ligaments of the ankle. So general recovery time for ankle sprains is from a grade 1 tear, it would be about 1 week. From a grade 2 tear, it would be 2 to 4 weeks. And a grade 3, which is a really serious injury, is 2 to 10 months. Right, so the last one is tarsal tunnel syndrome. So this is the compressed posterior tibial nerve in the inner aspect of the ankle, which is caused by trauma such as ankle rolling and repetitive strain. This can also be caused by tight shoelaces. So now, if surgery is performed, because this is a very serious injury, it could continue for 1 to 2 years, even if the surgery is successful. So to manage our ankle injuries, we need to look at our calf muscles, Achilles tendon, and ankle ligaments, and put our focus in ankle strength and mobility. So here are my 6 stretches and exercises that will help you out. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is train and stretch the calf muscles. So our calf muscles consist of the gastrocnemius and the soleus, just to put it simple. So what we can do is basic exercise in the gym on the calf raising machine, just going up and down using weights, no weights. And you can do the inward, outward, and neutral positions. This trains the whole calf, inner and outer side of the calf. So another way to stretch it, what you generally do is with a straight leg. So imagine you on a step. So you would be pushing your heels down, so lifting the toes up. That will stretch the gastrocnemius. So to stretch the soleus, you go with the bent leg, keep your foot planted, and lean forward. Okay. So don't let your heel come off the ground. So you got to keep your heel flat on the floor, push as far as you can down, and you'll feel the stretch on the lower side of your calf on your soleus. Alright, so the next one is plantar flexion and a little bit of multi-directional resistance mobility. So you take a resistance band, the strength of the resistance band is dependent on you, but we generally use a light version, so you put it just around the balls of your feet, okay? Stretch it out, and all you need to do is push forward, hold, and the band pull your feet backwards, and then just push against it. And for that multi-directional movements, you do inward movements, outwards, so supination and pronation. So work against it, forward, back, side to side. Okay, so just do that a couple times, working in different motions. Okay, so our third one is going to be single leg movements where we're working on balance. Okay, so what we generally do is use a foam block and a Bosey ball for instability. But now if you don't have it, what can you do? So to show an example, all I'm going to use is a towel. So I fold it up into small little pieces. So it's not the best version, but it causes a little bit of instability that will help. So all you need to do is step on the towel so you can really feel it's moving because it gives in at different sides. So we're going to do things like a single leg deadlift, reaching forward, see, you just got to keep it balanced so you're not wiggling around, touch the floor, come up. And you can do different exercises such as reaching. So balance, reach forward, out to the side, to the left, to the right, and just work on both sides. You can make this fun. You can pick something up, put little targets where you need to step. Just make sure you're keeping that balance. Keep the knees bent a little bit so it's not straight. So nice and relaxed, bend the knees, find the stability in your ankle, and just have fun with it, so long as you're keeping that ankle stability. Okay, and the next one is a marble pickup. So now I don't have a marble, so I'm going to use a little stone. So all you need to do is just put it on the floor, pick it up with your toes. That's all you need to do, pick it up and drop. Okay, so you're working those tiny little muscles in your ankle and your feet. Okay, what also you can do is reach forward, place it back, reach, pick up, then. Okay, so now you're working both sides. So you're working on that single leg balance and the muscles to pick it up and drop it down. Okay, so you would need a object generally smaller than a golf ball, otherwise you're really going to struggle to pick it up with your feet. Next one is a towel pull. So this is just like the marble pickup where we're working on those little bit of flexion muscles and the smaller muscles in the ankle. So you're just going to place your foot on a towel, doesn't matter what size it is, and you need to pull the towel towards you. So grab it and pull, crinkle it up as much as you can, as much as it will allow you to. Okay, so pull, squeeze, and then just reset, pull it out, and go on the other side. So it works as finer muscles. It's a bit weird, but you'll get used to it. If you're really serious about your injury and rehabbing it, this is the stuff you gotta do. So the last one is the good old golf ball rollout. So you may have seen this in my previous video on my top recovery tools and tips. So all we need to do is roll out the bottom of our foot, so breaking down the muscle fascia and just lengthening that muscle. So you need to roll it forwards, upwards, sideways, all the way along, top to bottom. So just around the heels, along the sole of your foot, just before your toes, and you can go sideways. Okay, you can put pressure points, so just step onto it. Now this might hurt a bit, so just do it as far as you can on different points. You'll feel it stretching out as you put pressure. Work your way around different spots of the foot. Roll it out again, good 5 minutes on each side. Make sure you're getting the arch of your foot as well, so you can roll it with the other foot, putting pressure on the arch. Alright guys, and that is it for today. As you can see, you don't need the most fanciest equipment for prehab and rehab. All you need to do is comment below what injury you want me to go through, and I will go through it. Every tip, so prehab, rehab, supplements, exercise, everything you want, drop it in the comment below and I'll put it in my next video, well, whenever I get to it. So follow me on Instagram, Velocity Motion Athletic, Danny_Parsons. Press that like button, subscribe button, share it to your friends. I'm hoping to get more subscribers. Please help me out. I see a lot of my people who are watching my videos haven't subscribed yet, so I'm looking at you. Press that button, pretty please. Okay, this is Velocity Motion Athletic. I'm Coach Daniel, and I'm out. Cheers.